Hello, it's Eurocine Expo 2025 in Munich. I'm joined by the living legend Dido Weigart. Thank you for coming to talk to us. How many years have you been in the industry now?
I started late in 61.
Oh, right. A spring chicken then.
I used to do very expensive productions. I was lucky. I started with the history of the Kremlin. Lighting the Kremlin in those
Wow.
days was
Yeah.
a little challenge.
Yeah.
Next was the history of St. Petersburg. I did more films in Russia. Also the first Western film on Russian cosmonauts,
Oh, yes.
where they closed the largest airport they have in Russia without telling the passengers. It was winter. Passengers were sitting in the snow, and I was flying with Gagarin in a trainer MiG, which was a big challenge.
Yeah.
Because first they put me in the front seat. I said I can't see him. Then they put me in the back seat. I said I can't see him. Then they put me in the front seat again, reversed, with no space for the knees.
Wow.
Then I said I need to move over with the camera, and the canopy was in the way.
No.
Oh, never mind, we can take that off.
Okay. Yeah.
So we took the canopy off and
That's
we were
good.
flying.
Yeah. Only in Russia would you get that sort of
Well,
service.
then I did the French Revolution, where I had 60 electricians, 20 stagehands,
Wow.
need a lot of light,
Yeah.
and the Spanish Armada, the Reformation, city images on Paris and others. And Paris was wonderful on black and white Ilford. I loved that.
Right.
Beautiful material.
Yeah.
So this was all for NBC, and they spent zillions. And the Russians loved the dollars, you know. And then I shot a lot of my first feature film with Robert Taylor, maybe that been his last film. In Argentina, we shot that. And then I did an endless number of documentaries in 40 countries, some of which made my life very rich, like 6 films about Japanese social structure.
Right.
Very difficult. I spent months on the editing to try and understand what is different about the Japanese. And the only other difference similar to that I found were the few remaining true North American Indians. Again, completely different concept of life, the world, people. In crazy. Took me a month again to get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I shot documentaries as a cameraman, director, producer in 40 countries.
Right.
And I used to run around with 2 cases of Lowell light.
Right. Yeah.
And I was friends with Ross Lowell, and he was really a tremendous inventor.
Yeah.
Brilliant cameraman. Nobody knows about him. He had no ego trip to show his films, but the equipment from him was breathtaking for those days.
Yeah.
And I had 2 cases, and there was something missing. A light that would have a far reach and could augment the lower light. So I built the first DedoLight, which was...
I love the way you say, I just built the first DedoLight. It's like, I guess you knew exactly what you needed.
Yes, but I didn't know how to get there.
Right.
So we did a lot of tests.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a small light. We started with 6-volt marine lamps because I wanted a very small light source.
Yeah.
And they didn't work. Then we did the 12-volt halogen, which have a very compact filament. And I had 2 non-spherical lenses. What most even cameramen don't know is that all the Fresnels are spherical. So you cannot have an even light distribution. But with 2 non-spherical lenses, you have a perfectly even light distribution. And what I was proud about was another subject called the clean beam. Yeah. Focus range of 1 to 25, 60 degree with a very far reach, and 1 to 25 like nobody ever has any light like that. was recognized by the Oscar committee and stuff like that, and an Emmy and so on. And then I took this light and took it to Rose Lowell and I said, "Do you want this?"
Right.
And he said everything he had done was always his lights.
Yeah.
So 3 months later, he called me and I said, "Sorry, I made other arrangements." So then I had my first experience in the USA with a company called Hollywood Rental.
Right.
Doug Pentek was an experienced gaffer.
Yeah.
And he said, "What's that shit? Don't you know how to build a real light? Have you never seen an ARRI light?"
Right. Yeah.
And then he said, "Who's going to use a light like this?" And I really didn't know.
No.
So I pulled a name out of my hat, Haskell Wexler. And he said, "Has Haskell seen the light?" I said, "No." He said, "Okay, kid, jump in the car." I said, "What? We're going to go see Haskell."
Okay.
"Now?" "Yes, now." And Haskell was shooting in Watts, part of Los Angeles. And he interrupted his shoot for nearly an hour. He liked the lights. He said, "I'm sharing an office with Wilmer Sigmund. Can you drop a kit there?" And I did. And they never used it. Yeah. 3 years later, I got a letter that I still have from Haskell saying he discovered the lights.
Wow.
That he was very sorry that he didn't take care of those and so on. And he used them ever since. And there's another guy who was doing the lighting design for major shows like The Beauty and the Beast, Christine, CSI, called Roy Wagner. You find him still on social media every day.
Yeah.
And I met him at NAB. And again, he said, "Don't you know how to build a real light?" And then he said, "Where are the scrims?" And I said, "I don't have any."
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Germany." He said, "No, they know nothing about lighting." And he started using the DedoLight.
Yeah.
That was 1982 or something like that. And he's still using them today.
Yeah.
But he's not working as big shows anymore. He's like a lighting teacher and he has overcome cancer and so on.
Right, yeah.
But all the others that I know, I've lost contact with. Like John Alonso,
Right,
I was a very close friend with him. Conrad Howell,
Yes.
I tried to see him in Los Angeles. He was always gone because he kind of lived in Tahiti.
Yeah.
And then we had a 10-day, very close soul brotherhood friendship at Camaret Marsh every day. And so I had many close friends, many in the West Coast.
Yeah.
Then also some in Russia.
Yeah.
We were deeply embedded in Russia.
Yeah.
About 85% of all the Russian mobile TV crews still work with my original lights.
Oh, wow.
So one day I walked into a channel there and said, "Look, you need a soft light because the focusing lights."
Yeah.
I was amazed how wonderful they were lighting with the hard lights.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Here, you need a soft light."
Yeah.
He said, "We don't need that shit. We have DedoLight." I said, "This is a DedoLight."
Yeah.
They said, "No, we'll show you what is a DedoLight." They pulled out their lights.
Excellent.
And they do fantastic lighting.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that also a sizable studio was lit with those lights.
Yeah.
And when they started rolling, I felt really uncomfortable at the low light level.
Yeah.
And also Roy Wagner on many of his shows, he used them. And I was always worried about
it's too low, yeah.
because I came from using
Massive amounts.
fuckloads of
Yeah.
6Ks, 8Ks, 12Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember we were shooting on Electrochrome commercial. 25 ASA, glorious.
Okay.
Latitude.
Yeah.
And my first task was to light Winchester Cathedral.
Okay.
And I had 4 generators with 400 kilowatt.
Yeah.
And it was not enough.
No.
I had to roll at 8 frames.
Yeah.
Got to shoot very careful.
Yeah.
Okay. So I came from the background of mini lights. I came from the smallest teams in documentaries in 40 countries. also 6, 8 films in Brazil, Indonesia, and
Yeah.
so on. And so that was a rich life. And I've always tried to play with things.
Well, you're still innovating now. That's the the crucial thing. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but innovation. I'm a dumb little kid
Really?
sitting in the sandbox, and I close my eyes and I dream.
It's a good
And
sandbox.
So
yeah.
the first thing I built was teleprompters.
Yeah.
Before teleprompters
Yeah.
existed. Then I built a dolly that could do curve, crab, all motions. Bogdanovich Last Picture Show,
Oh yeah.
that was shot on my dolly, and many other.
Yeah.
And but I didn't put enough. I'm not a businessman.
Right.
I never will be, unfortunately. But my life is with the camera.
Yeah.
So I still, all my dreams are with the camera, and I close my eyes and I think of what will people use in 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And I build it, and amazingly it functions.
Well,
The rest of
it's
the planet doesn't know about it. So what we brought here is, I used to have focusing multicolor lights
Yeah.
that I could synchronize in the virtual production studios to the happenings on the screen. My partner company was sold, and Aperture bought it and finished. I now have 2 bigger multicolor lights that are quite remarkable. RGBACL. I'm not the only one who has that, but I don't have a COB.
Right.
I have a matrix system. Very difficult for a stupid cameraman to understand what's the difference with a matrix, but it gives you tertial colors. What are tertial colors? They're beyond the color
Yeah.
triangle. So it's better whether people will see that or recognize it. Remains to be seen. And I'm building optics for those, again, to build a transition into one of my key features, the world of reflected light.
Yeah.
Where I have for the big production, I have an amazing light. The PB70, parabol beam, 70 centimeter diameter. And that's an amazing light. It only uses 1.2K,
Wow. Yeah.
but the output surpasses a 9K array by 50% more.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, some of those have been copied. You see them over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look alike, but they use 6K LEDs.
Right,
Yeah. And therefore, my light output is equal. But then there's something special that nobody else has. My light has the so-called virtual light source.
Right.
No cameraman understands it. Yeah. It's a 2-degree, and if you elongate the outer beams backward, where they meet is where the light really comes from.
Ah, right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So in this way, you can put the light inside the studio. The light comes from outside. And the experienced cameraman then says, but then there must be a window. No. Then I say, this is for the major production, and it's the only light that gives you the feeling of sunlight from far away. There's this cameraman with a strange name, Hoyte van Hoytema.
Yes, I heard of him.
Yeah.
He's done a
Dunkirk.
few predictions. Yeah.
Dan Oppenheimer.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
in between, he did a film called Ad Astra.
Oh yes.
And in a studio for several weeks, they tried all the lights on the planet. What gives them the sunlight that they needed?
Yeah.
18K ball beam,
Yeah.
xenotype, everything. That's the only light. But not many people understand it.
Yeah.
And there's another difference, that when you look at the light fixture and you look at the distances from the light fixture,
Yeah.
we all know double the distance, quarter of the light. We've learned that in school. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not with me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah? Because it all relates to the virtual light source. So we're not realizing
Yeah.
physics.
Yeah.
But like my light in 5-meter distance has 112,000 lux. So at 10 meter, it should have 28,000.
Yeah.
But I have 68.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So the fall off when an actor moves is much less.
Yes.
Yeah? So for the small production, that light is too big. For the big productions, the decision makers are men.
Too small.
And for men,
Yes.
size
Yes.
matters.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Not only in sex.
Yeah.
Um, So if somebody offers a 6K light,
Yeah.
it must be better.
Yeah.
The same as when you want to buy a new car, you say, which one uses the most gasoline?
Yeah.
That's the one I need.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to bring the understanding.
But by showing people at places like this, then people get their heads around it a bit, don't they?
A little bit for
Yeah.
about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then for the smaller production that have to work from a station wagon, I have my 400 watt light.
Yeah.
Again, optics need a small light source. So I co-developed HMIs that are perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Because in the past, if you had 12 Osrams, 12 Philips, 12 Gs, they were all different.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the same batch. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mine are consistent and they have perfect color, and I eliminate all the ultraviolet,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, that otherwise would attack
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
For the smallest production, I have a 40 watt light,
Yeah.
LED bicolor. And I put my magic parallel beam adapter on it, and I multiply the output 10 times.
Wow. Yeah.
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 And then with that, I can light up 4 of my Lightstream light reflectors that are as light as a piece of paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from those, I can activate 3 more reflectors. And many people say that's too complicated. So, but ecology
Yeah.
and economy
Sustainability and yeah.
should be
yeah.
words that
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
have learned to understand. I've been on a lot of green tech forums.
Yeah.
It's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
And yes, people continue to talk about it, but
Yeah.
how with a 1.2K, I can beat the 6Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah. How my lights are more efficient for the virtual light source, and that the square law doesn't seem to apply anymore. Difficult to convey. So I have about 200 videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And people actually watch them.
Yeah.
And we have Dado TV.
Yeah.
But I could go on endless.
I could listen to you for a long time, Dedo. It's fascinating. You know, I'd like to talk to some about some of your early productions as well, but we do probably have to wrap it up there, unfortunately. But I hope I'll catch up with you again soon. I hope, you know, your career is amazing. You know, that innovation all the way along.
I know I'm a dinosaur.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
A certified dinosaur.
Certified dinosaur.
With a sell-by date long expired.
Wow. Keep going. Keep going.
And once dinosaurs get talking, there's no end.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to us today. It was great to see you again.
Okay.
We'll see you again soon, hopefully. Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.